Sonya.
I'm Kate.
I'm Ebong, and today we're dishing with you from Kellari, which is located at 1700 K Street Northwest.
And today we're dishing with Julianne Smith of Julianne Smith Wedding Garters. Did I say that wrong already?
No,
okay.
that's perfect.
Well, because I see all these garters in front of me and I'm thinking,
Yes.
wow, if I was getting married, I would have such an option. And I always thought they were just all plain and white like this one, but who knew? How did you get into this business?
I know, it's so fun. I loved it. I have a whole line of stylish wedding garters.
We can see these.
And no, and
There's a ton of
it's amazing to think that you could actually take something from your wedding, which is so traditional, and make it so stylish and so you and so personal. But back in 2005, my friend was getting married, and she is so fun and so personable. Brooke, if you're out there, I love you. But she wanted a garter that was furry.
All
And
right.
I was one of the bridesmaids, and I got put in charge of getting her a garter, and I had one job, and I was so stressed to get her this like perfect garter. And so I just made it for her. And then I picked up a couple stores after that, and it just kind of grew.
So you started out as the furry garter girl.
No.
The made-to-order Garter Girl.
And Brooke was responsible for you
I
starting
know,
this business.
she never lets me forget it.
I
I
can
can't
see
wait
that.
for her to see this, but no, so I have about 50 garters in my collection, but most of my stuff is custom because every bride, she
Has
wants
the dream
Yes.
thing.
I mean, I would never tell someone they couldn't do something, so.
Well, and that's sort of the problem. As the married person on the panel, when I got married, your options are really, really simple
That's what I was thinking.
or really, really trashy. Which,
Right.
hey, if that's what you're going for, I'm sure you can recreate.
Right.
But these are really sweet and
Aw,
classic.
thanks.
And when I got married, we used like remnants of the dress and some other random stuff, and I wore it for literally 2 seconds because it went on, and then as I stood up and took 2 steps, it slipped
fell
down. So how do you make sure that brides of all sizes can enjoy your styles, and how do we know that it's going to stay up all night?
Right. Well, first of all, as for making garters of other materials, I have some fun material sitting on my desk at home. A lot of brides send me the material like from their mother's dress or from their bridesmaid dress, and I make them. I don't have any for you because obviously I send them all off. But so that's a really fun option. But it's all about construction and making a good quality product. I mean, you can go to Walmart and get a wedding garter for $4.95. It'll probably turn your red leg and fall down.
Right.
But it's just about making a good product, and I always advise brides, it sounds kind of lame, but to try on all of your stuff before your wedding.
Yeah.
You know, if you get some special undergarments or a special wedding garter or shoes or jewelry, I mean, just try it on, wear it around the house.
Practice taking it off.
Yeah, I mean, I know. It's so funny because most of the brides that come to me don't actually do the garter toss. The garter toss today, I mean, some people are into it, some people aren't.
Right.
But a lot of brides come to me as a keepsake. Because, I mean, it's so tiny and so little, and you can just do anything you want with it, and then you can keep it forever.
And when they look
No,
like
but you
this,
don't get to
it's
keep
something
it.
you can keep.
Doesn't
Well,
the
yeah.
person that catches it get to keep it?
Well, that's the garter toss.
Actually,
if
you can
toss
do
it.
the garter toss, but like for example, this one, it's a wedding garter and then a matching tossing garter.
Oh.
So you wear two, and then if you're gonna do the toss, he can take off the tossing garter and throw that, and then you have this to keep.
What is that? I know this is a very traditional wedding thing you have to do.
Right.
Why is that? Do you know the history of garters?
I
and
do.
Why do
She's
we do this?
the garter
I
woman.
am the
She
garter
knows.
Garter Girl.
Why do we do this?
Well, first of all, I mean, weddings today are anything. They're 5 people, you know,
On a
in
beach.
a park or whatever, or they're 500 people in the Ritz-Carlton. I mean, they're anything you want them to be. So certainly, yes, the wedding garter is the oldest wedding tradition. But I mean, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. And this is coming from a stylish wedding garter designer. I would never tell somebody that if they don't want to do something, don't do it. So yes, the wedding garter is the oldest wedding tradition. It was started
Older than the veil.
Older than the veil. It was started back in the Dark Ages when, so before elastic, people would wear garters to keep up their socks.
stockings.
And so the women would wear them underneath their dress to keep up their stockings and their socks. And so there was this tradition back in the Dark Ages where, because remember, on our wedding night we were consummating
Right.
our relationship. And so the bridal party, everybody, all the guests would go up to the couple's room
After the wedding, right?
after the wedding
night.
right after the wedding night, and they would encourage them and they would help the bride along by pulling off her clothes. And so it was, you got the garter and everything would go flying, and if you got a piece of the dress and it became this like raucous situation, And so that's sort of where the tossing of the garter came from, and whoever got it, it was good luck, etc. So
see.
luckily, we've
wow.
moved the party
didn't know
out of the bedroom.
Yeah, don't come to my bedroom.
Yeah, right.
Nightmare.
Please don't come and
It
knock
makes like a whole new meaning for honeymoon suite, I know, but so the wedding party is out of the bedroom and it's a little more civil, and so if you want to do the garter toss, just make it civil and get a tossing garter.
What's the craziest garter you've had a request for? Other than the fur.
Other than, God bless. I did a peacock feather one that was really fun.
And
Most people are pretty traditional. I mean, wedding bride. I mean, it's like they want that princess.
And you also go along the lines of renewable.
Eco-friendly. I know. I
Eco-friendly.
have the country's only eco-friendly line made from recycled plastic bottles.
So, and
I'm
there's
sure a
so
lot
many-
of people are interested
Right,
in
and
that.
I
I
think
know.
I can't
It's
even
been
get
a
past
huge
it.
hit.
This is-
I know. It's been a huge hit.
Wow.
You know, it just gives people options. If you want to go green, it doesn't have to be hard.
And there's some cute ideas too, which like you can have I do, you can have Mrs. Smith written on here
Right,
too.
that's
So
right.
you
Well,
can
I
do some
hand
embroidery.
and the
embroider
date.
all of these. These are all embroidered by me by hand.
The initials and the date on this one.
Do
I
you
love
make
this
every
one.
single one of these?
All of them. Every single one.
All
By me.
handmade with love.
Just in the District of Columbia on 11th and U where I live. I make them all by myself.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And you've been featured on some other great
Yes.
television shows.
It's been
Where have you
it's been a
featured?
great year. Oh my gosh, my products have been on Martha Stewart, on the Today Show. They've been everywhere. I've been
And now on the district
And
dish.
now-
And now
Here
on the
on
District
the
Dish,
District
which is
Dish.
my crowning achievement
Coming
because
full circle.
I
That's
love
right.
the I love the DC.
Doesn't everyone love DC? And thank you so much for having a local company and doing so well and showing us
Thank
that,
you.
DC has
I
creative
don't
minds
actually
and
live
creative
in the
people.
district, which is
Yeah.
really hard for a lot of people.
Alas, if I had only known, and I could have had my real camouflage.
Yeah,
Garter.
she's camo girl.
Everything I have is camouflage, and I could have had one if I had just known.
How am I not surprised?
And you can
been
follow
cool.
Julianne on Twitter as Garter Girl, and you can follow us as The District Dish. And as always, you can be our fan on Facebook. Tell us what you think of this episode and all of our others, and give us some ideas of who you'd like for us to dish with. Again, thanks for watching this episode of The District Dish.